What is up, everybody? And welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of Meat on the 50. It is our picks episode where we are picking the games in the NFL this week. And of course, we got NFL Week 14 action ahead of us. Man, we are seriously just rolling along. This season has blown by. We're in Week 14. We got 4 more weeks to go. Crunch time is upon us. So let's not waste any time. Let's start the show. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of Meat on the 50. And it is our picks episode where we are going to be breaking down the action ahead of us this week in the NFL, and as always, to break down that action with me is one of my best friends, Brandon Sullivan. Brandon, how you doing?
Yeah, pretty good. Super excited for this week. I think you know why, but just super stoked, and I'm so ready. What about you, Jake?
Yeah, I'm ready to go. And the good thing is we got a short week ahead of us, which makes this a very nice and easy episode. So let's just get into it, right? But first, if you haven't done so already, please do us a favor and check out our review episode up now where we talk about the action that took place last week in the NFL, which would be Week 13. And boy, did we have some action take place last week. Big statements, some big losses, but nevertheless, do us a favor and check it out. But in the meantime, let's put up how we did last week. For myself, 9-5-1. We had that tie last week. 1-0 on the guaranteed victory. For you, domination. 12-2-1. 1-0 on the guaranteed victory. Absolutely handling business last week in terms of your picks. Overall for the season, that puts us at 115-78-2 now because we have 2 ties. Thanks a lot, Colts. Thanks a lot, Giants. Guaranteed record 10-3 for the year. Sitting pretty for yourself. Solid on the guaranteed victories. For myself, 115-78-2. Yes, that's right. We have a tie record, ladies and gentlemen. Big week ahead of us here. 10-2-1 on the guaranteed victories. We're done. Let's wipe those off the screen, and we are moving on to the action in Week 14. And like I said, it's going to be quick because we have not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but 6 teams on bye. We have Atlanta Falcons on a bye, Chicago Bears, Green Bay Packers, Indianapolis Colts, New Orleans Saints, and the Washington Commanders all on a bye this week. Getting rested, getting ready for Week 15 in the NFL. But we're here to talk about Week 14. So starting us off on Thursday, we got a team that is absolutely rolling. And can they make it 4 victories in a row? Oh my goodness. We got the Las Vegas Raiders traveling to what once was their home of Los Angeles to take on the Los Angeles Lambs. What do you got for me?
Yeah, I'm taking the Raiders in this one. I'm just not impressed by the LA Rams. Obviously, the Raiders will be the home crowd in that stadium too, so that's not going to be any sort of advantage. I think Raiders are, they've won 3 straight. I expect them to continue the momentum against a team like the Rams. Just their quarterbacking situation is questionable. I don't know if Baker's going to start. I don't think it matters though. I could say that it would be, generally a pretty close game. I'm going to pick Raiders 24-17.
Ooh, so close to get off the first one. But yeah, the Raiders would totally Raider this game and lose it. I could completely see it happening to whatever his name, Walford, and the backups of the backups in terms of what they're putting out there, the Rams right now, with all their injuries. But yes, I fully expect the Las Vegas Raiders to win this game 4 straight. But I do expect them to win this 28-17, and I do expect them to win this handedly. But just like the Raiders, I doubt it'll be anything like that. Moving on to Sunday morning, we got leading us off a divisional battle, a huge divisional battle. We got the New York Jets trying to bounce back off that last week, traveling up to Buffalo to take on the Buffalo Bills. What do you got for me?
Yeah, I do think that Buffalo handles business at home. I do think the Jets are a pretty solid team, though. So, I mean, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt as far as, I think it'll be a close game. But I think Buffalo understands how important it is to, continue winning so that they can get that number 1 seed. It's going to be between them and Kansas City. Right now, they are tied with Kansas City, both at 9-3. They hold the tiebreaker because they did beat Kansas City earlier this season. It's so important for them to get that game at home and not in Kansas City. So I do think they win this game. I think they understand the importance of it. It's becoming crunch time. You only got a few games left in the season. Got to make the best of it. Buffalo Bills win this one 31-24.
Yeah, after the Jets pulled the upset earlier in the year, do I think it's going to happen again? It very well may. I mean, the Jets are definitely a shocker. They're definitely a sleeper team, right? You don't think they're going to be very good week in and week out, and yet they surprise. That defense comes to play. You have Mike White coming to play, Garrett Wilson, their rookie receiver, who's absolutely going off right now. But in the rematch, I do expect that the Buffalo Bills to at least split the season series with the New York Jets. So I do fully expect them to handle business, though. 24-20, another close game for the New York Jets. However, the Jets start to slide without a locked-in quarterback. It is hurting the New York Jets. So I got the Buffalo Bills handling business here, 24-20 at home, splitting the season series against the New York Jets. Next up, we got the Cleveland Dukies, another divisional battle. Cleveland Dukies short trip, traveling in-state to the city of Cincinnati to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. What do you got for me?
Yeah, I got to roll with your squad here, man. I mean, they look so good against the Kansas City Chiefs. Jamar Chase coming back was huge for them. And Joey B just might be, you heard it from me first, Patrick Mahomes' kryptonite. Because, this guy has got an edge on him. Yeah. And, he went into Kansas City and did his thing last year in the AFC Championship to go to the Super Bowl. Yep. And then he did his thing at the end of the game to help lead the troops down the field and to bury them. So no way I can pick against the Bengals in this one. Pretty confident in this one. I didn't see much out of Deshaun Watson, and for some reason I just got to root against the guy. So 35-17, I got the Bengals winning this one pretty handedly.
Yeah, this one is another game that the Bengals must have, right? Going 0-3 in the division, taking one back from the Steelers. Got to take one back here from the Cleveland Browns. We got to go 3-3 in the division. Anything else is definitely an absolute failure, right? So the Bengals got to handle business here at home, back-to-back home games. That crowd should be absolutely electric, right? That crowd should be absolutely electric. So I think the Bengals do it. I think the Bengals absolutely handle business at home, get a big victory against the Dukies, splitting the season series with them after being swept last year. So we'll see what happens. But I got the Cleveland. I got the Cincinnati Bengals dominating, absolutely dominating. At home, I'm going 32-21, and it's just at the end of the game, it is a pull away, absolute domination by the Cincinnati Bengals. Next up, God, this team is infuriating. We got the Houston Mr. Fire Texans traveling in-state, not very far, to Arlington to take on the Dallas Cowboys. What do you got for me?
Just good to have that back, man. It's so good to have that back. It didn't sound right with the Commanders. It just sounds so much better with the Dumpster Fire Texans. So, Texans sitting pretty at 110-1 to get that number 1 pick. We'll see who they take. We're going to see who they take. I think it's the big news for the Texans right now.
True.
But I got a guaranteed victory for you, my man. And I'm taking the Cowboys in this one, 42-10.
Yeah, I mean, what a season it's been so far, because we got I believe it's our fourth, number 4, baby, double guaranteed victory because we got the Dallas Cowboys absolutely steamrolling the Houston Dumpster Fire Texans 35-10, man. The Houston Dumpster Fire Texans cannot get out of their own way, and that Dallas defense is going to absolutely feast on the Houston Dumpster Fire Texans. So Dallas Cowboys handle business at home. Next up, we got the Minnesota Vikings traveling to Detroit, the Motor City, to take on the Detroit Lions in a big divisional battle here. What do you got for me on this one?
Yeah, I think people would, I wouldn't be surprised if the Lions won this one. I just can't roll with them. I just think the Vikings have that sense of urgency. And so, right now they know that, they're right, that they have to keep winning as far as to try to keep pace with Philadelphia. But who knows? But I got to pick the Vikings in this one. I do think they win 24-21.
Yeah, Detroit, it looks like Detroit is kind of these any given Sunday teams, right? They can go out there any given Sunday and they can absolutely wreck your world. But, however, I do think that the Minnesota Vikings as a collective team is just better. I do think that Jared Goff is a diet Kirk Cousins. I do think Kirk Cousins is slightly better than Jared Goff. So in that case, I do think that the Vikings get the job done here. 27-17, Minnesota Vikings handle business on the road, but get a big divisional victory, like you said, to keep pace with the Eagles for that number 1 seed. Next up, we got the abysmal Jacksonville Jaguars traveling to the Music City of Nashville to take on the Tennessee Titans. What do you got for me?
Yeah, I just got to roll with Tennessee after what I saw of the Jaguars last week. Tennessee didn't do much better, but they're playing against a, superior opponent. So, I'm just going to roll with the Titans here. I'm going to pick the Titans 27-17.
Yeah, if it's one thing that we can count on, that at the very least, the Titans can handle their division. So, with that being said, I fully expect Derrick Henry to go off. Usually these Jaguars-Titans games are Derrick Henry's calling card. I can't tell you the number of times that Derrick Henry has absolutely feasted against the Jacksonville defense. No reason to think that he doesn't do it here. So Tennessee Titans absolutely handle business at home, not on the road, at home, 35-24. High-scoring game, but Derrick Henry, I do think here that he actually gets a big go-off game, so watch out for that. But Derrick Henry and the Tennessee Titans roll the Jacksonville Jaguars. Next up, we got the Philadelphia Eagles in a tough divisional matchup. It looks like it is divisional week. We got the Philadelphia Eagles traveling up to New York to take on the New York Giants. What do you got for me?
Yeah, I just got to roll with the Eagles. They're just on a roll, and the Giants are just, they just tied, and they've been kind of back. They've been kind of going downhill a little bit. So we'll see. 7-4-1 is a pretty decent record. I don't know. I just got to roll with Philly. So I'm taking Philly in this one. Obviously I think AJ Brown has a big game, and Jalen Hurts has a good game, and the defense does enough. I'm going to roll with them 31-21.
Yeah, the Eagles last week absolutely putting a statement together against the Tennessee Titans. They've made a lot of statement victories this year, not just like squeaker by wins and all that stuff. They have made some statement victories against some teams this year, and last week was no different. This week is going to be very interesting because, the Giants are one of those weird teams where they kind of hang around. They're like an amoeba. You don't really know what kind of shape they're going to take until it's almost too late. So I fully expect the Philadelphia Eagles to go in to MetLife and absolutely handle business on the road, because that's what they've shown to be able to do this entire season. But again, I would not be surprised if the Giants come out of nowhere and hand Philadelphia their second loss. But with the loss of Jimmy G, I have to roll with the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm rolling with the Philadelphia Eagles here, 28-21, close game here in the division, but the Eagles pull away there at the end. And our last game of the morning, we got the Baltimore Ravens. Are they going to have Lamar? We'll find out. Traveling to the Steel City of Pittsburgh to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. What do you got for me?
Yeah, I just got to roll with the Ravens. I think that, it's going to be a close game. I do think that, but I think the Ravens understand that they have to win this game in order to have a chance in that division or stay, to win the division. They know the Bengals have gotten hot at the right time. And so I got to roll with the Ravens here. I do think the Ravens win this one at 23-17.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with Lamar if he's able to come back. Tyler Huntley has proved time and time again that he is a more than capable backup, and on some of these teams, most likely he'd probably be a starter. So Tyler Huntley, definitely a very viable backup for the Baltimore Ravens. However, the Pittsburgh Steelers linger like a stinky fart, and I just think that that's what's going to happen this week. I mean, I need the Ravens to lose. Why not, Pittsburgh? Why not? Why not just linger around some more, okay? Just do me a favor. Do me a favor.
You need them to win.
Yeah, do me a favor.
You're doing some begging, man, when you're picking the Steelers, bro. I have not seen you do this type of begging in a while.
Yeah,
And when you beg, you usually get what you need. I've noticed that.
I don't like begging, but I need the Steelers to come through on this one. So do whatever you got to do, Kenny Pickett. Do whatever you got to do, George. Throw George the ball, please. Just do something, and then lose for the rest of the season so you can have a losing record. Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm not going to say handle business, but they win at home. Tyler Huntley's there. We're going 17-16. Yeah. Ugly game there in Pittsburgh. 17-16. Steelers get the job done. Next up, moving on to the afternoon. Leading us off, we got the Kansas City Chiefs needing that bounce-back victory, and who better to get a bounce-back victory against than the Denver I can't only score 9, 10, or 11 points. Donkeys, what do you got for me?
Easy. Chiefs 28-10.
Yeah, I mean, you're giving them one more point. I guess that's their average, right? I would love, please just score 10 points for the rest of the season so that your season average is 10, because that has to be the lowest averaging scoring of points in the history of the NFL. So just do us a favor, Donkeys. Keep sucking, keep not scoring, and get that average score down for us, please, because I want to see something that I never thought was possible, right? A team averaging 10 points in a professional league. All of you should be ashamed. Kansas City Chiefs handle business 35-8. Next up, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, baby. NFL, what the hell are you doing flexing, man? I mean, geez Louise, you flex games that don't even need to be flexed, right? We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers traveling to his home state of California, to his home city. Well, to his home area of the Bay Area. I'm sure he'll travel through San Mateo, but we're going to Santa Clara to take on, unfortunately, we all wanted to see it. That's just life, right? That's just life. We're right there on the cusp, and then what happens? It just gets ripped away from us. We got Tom Brady traveling to Santa Clara to take on the Brock Purdy-led San Francisco 49ers. What do you got for me?
Well, I got the 49ers in a close one. I do think the 49ers are able to win this one 31-28. I just got to roll with my guys.
Okay.
I don't know. May the best team win, but, obviously I want that to be the Niners, but I also love Tom Brady. I'm so excited to watch this game. It's been a while since Tom's played in the Bay. And so maybe 6, 7, 8 years since he played with the Patriots in the Bay. So
long time.
Stoked. And, it's going to be tough, man. It's going to be tough for Brock Purdy, to go against the GOAT. The last 6 starters that played a debut against Tom Brady have lost every game. So, I'm going to roll with my guys here. I think they get it done 31-28.
In a 59-point banger, you have the Niners coming out on top. That would be something if Brock Purdy is able to put up 31 points. That would be incredible. However, I'm going to roll with what has been happening as of late, and that means that the San Francisco 49ers are going to dominate the second half of that football game. So I'm going 24-17, and I got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers only scoring like the Dolphins, 7 points in the second half. I got the San Francisco 49ers defense locking down the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I have Brock Purdy just doing enough to squeak by the GOAT, Tom Brady. Add it to your resume, Mr. Irrelevant. You take out Tom Brady in your first season of professional action. Congratulations to you. And our last game of the afternoon. Who cares? We got the Carolina Panthers traveling up to Seattle to take on the Seattle Seahawks. What do you got for me?
Gotta pick Seattle. Sucks, but gotta pick them. Don't have much to say about this one. Seattle wins 28-17.
Yeah, this one I kind of went back and forth on because I could definitely see the Panthers, coming out and playing tough like they have been the last couple of weeks. But Seattle at home, kind of rolling momentum. They do need to continue to win. They cannot drop any games here, basically going forward with what's going on with the Niners defense right now. But we will see what happens with the Seattle Seahawks. I do think that they handle business at home. We're going to go a low scoring game here. I do think it's like a 24-21 game, close game, field goal game. But I do think that Seattle Seahawks do handle business at home here. Moving on to the Sunday night game that just had 2 weeks. We just everybody up yours, NFL. That's what I gotta say. We got the Miami Dolphins. Oh boy, traveling to Los Angeles. We already know one Los Angeles team played, so there's only one Los Angeles team left. How they keep getting primetime games, who they sucked off this year, no idea. But they're taking on the Los Angeles Chargers of San Diego. What do you got for me on this exciting game?
Yeah, it's going to be a really exciting game, like you said. Really, good job. NFL has been flexing some good games. I don't know what the one was before. I think it was like Ravens Steelers. I'm not sure, but cool that they flex this into the evening window. This is, as far as the Dolphins are a decent team, and then obviously the Chargers have got to get a win here. I think it's going to be a good game. I think I'm going to roll with the Dolphins, though. I think the Dolphins bounced back from last week, 28-24 in a thriller. So I'm going to roll with the Dolphins. I think it comes down to the end of the game, but I think the Dolphins get it done. Would not be surprised if the Chargers won, but I got to roll with the Dolphins.
I like it. The Chargers' most mediocre team I've ever seen in my entire life, so they suck. They're garbage. Don't know why they keep getting primetime. Not good enough. I'm tired of seeing Justin Herbert. I'm sorry. He's not Joe Burrow. Give it up, NFL. He is not Joe Burrow. You got it? Get it? Good. Move on from Justin Herbert. Dolphins, 42-17.
Oh,
I never want to see the Chargers on primetime again. You hear me? Garbage. Get it off my screen. Dolphins, absolutely wallop.
Sheesh.
I said it again. Wallop.
Sheesh.
The Chargers on Sunday night. Moving on to Monday, where we got just a great primetime game, NFL. Like, I really want to watch this game. We got the New England Patriots traveling to the desert, not Las Vegas, to Arizona to take on the Arizona Cardinals, and what I can only hope is Cliff Kingsbury's last game as the coach of the Cardinals. What do you got for me?
Yeah, I mean, I do think the Patriots win this game. I do think the Patriots win this game 20-17.
So before we did this, I filled in every single team that I thought you were going to pick this week, and you'd be happy to know that I knew team, baby. I knew, and it just all wrapped up with the Patriots. Yes, you and I both going with the Patriots. I do think that the Patriots defense is far superior than the Arizona offense. And I just don't think that the Arizona offense, I just don't think the Arizona team is just that. I don't think they're a team. I think you have a bunch of individuals running around out there with the Cardinal logo on their chest. Do I think they want to play for that team? No. Do I think they want to be together playing? No. Do I think they want to win? No. So we're going to go with the New England Patriots because they actually seem like they do want to win, even though Mac Jones, he's yelling at his coordinators to run the ball when that's all they do. Whatever, Mac. We got the New England Patriots 21-17 snoozer on Monday night, but what more can you ask for, I guess, from the NFL, right? New England Patriots finish us off with a victory. And that is going to do it for NFL Week 14. We got some decent action ahead of us. And as always, Brandon and I want to thank you, our viewers, for taking the time, right, for checking us out, for watching us, whether you're a new viewer, returning viewer. We want to thank you. We love doing this week in and week out. We love talking about sports. We love talking about football, and we love that you guys join us week in and week out, right? So, Brandon, any last words for the people?
Good luck to the Bengals and 49ers to the march to the Super Bowl in Glendale. Both of us need a big win this week to stay on pace in the division. We both have somebody lingering around, bodily fluids that are coming out. And, obviously we need to get the win. So 2 big games, you got a divisional game. We're going against the GOAT.
Yep. Big games.
So good luck to the Bengals, Jake. And I hope that, Brock Purdy has a good game because I'm just looking forward to it.
Yeah, good luck to both of our teams. Both of our teams need a big victory, right? Brock Purdy, his first action, his first professional start in his career, coming way faster, way sooner than I'm sure he expected, but let's see if he's ready for it. And then you got the Bengals needing to handle business in the division. We got some good games ahead of us. I'm excited to watch it, and I'm excited to break it down for you guys next week because that is going to do it for this edition of Being on the 50. That is one of my best friends, Brendan Sullivan. I am Jacob Pell, the Fantasy Guy, and until next week, till the review episode, Brendan and Jake, we're out.